as you could tell by the title, that I will be talking to you guys about why I chose to do my 30-day detox. So I'm going to be talking to y'all about why I chose to do this 30 days while I get ready to run my Saturday errands this morning. So yeah, let's get into it. So I've been going back and forth with this video for literally the whole 30 days because I was like, do I want to talk to them? Do I want to express to them, you know, what I'm going through, how I'm feeling? I'm a very open book, but with selective people. And so I'm like, do I want to tell the world like what I'm going through, or my viewers what I'm going through, or, you know, like I don't like being vulnerable to like pick up the camera, be crying, and no, I didn't want to do that. And so I talked to God about it, to just like, shit, you know, and I'd be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. But something this morning was just like, get up and make this video. So while I was in the shower, I'm just like asking God, whatever I need to say, let me say it. Whatever it needs to come out, let it come out. Give me the strength to get through it. Like, you know, I kind of just was speaking positivity over this video. So I don't know what all I'm gonna say, how it's gonna come out, or any of that, but it just needs to be said. So I decided to start this 30-day detox because I experienced depression for the first time in my life. I can't tell you when it started, but I know the whole last year I was not okay. But I didn't really start seeing the signs until, I want to say, around my birthday, so August. It was just like, it was just back to back to back. Like, it was like I couldn't control my emotions. I couldn't control my anger. Well, that's an emotion, but it was just like I felt like I had no control over me. I realized that I was getting worse when I started reacting. I'm not that girl. I'm so prideful that I'm just not that girl to just be reacting. But when I started reacting, I would sit back like, what you doing? What are you doing? What's happening? What's going on? The closest people to me started like really like telling me, you not okay. Do you know how it feels for people who think that, who always speaking so highly of you, who always are telling you like you so well put together, and you just, it just seems like you got it all figured out, or you just, you know, got you up on this pedestal, for them to turn and come to you and be like, you not okay? And I'm a little scared. And I'm getting emotional or whatever, because that was the most humbling experience. That was something that I never thought that anybody would ever say to me, because I felt like I was masking it. I felt like I was doing what I was supposed to do to, I felt like I was doing what I was supposed to be doing to get through it. So I thought, or like, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be cool, you know, type time. But it was only getting worse because I was making so many excuses, or I was just like, it's temporary, you know, you're gonna get through it like you always get through anything, you know, whatever. I seen a side of me that like made me like be, it was hard to look at myself in a mirror, because it was just like I didn't recognize who I was. I didn't recognize what I was doing. I just, mind racing all day, every day, anxiety through the roof. It was just like, when you don't recognize yourself, nothing makes sense. Nothing fucking made sense to me in that moment. I'm talking about my friends, my mama, my sisters, my, you know, my supervisors was getting calls from me every day. I'm not okay. You know, I don't know what's wrong. And I had put myself through therapy before, and I thought that it was like, I love therapy. Don't get me wrong, I love therapy. But I thought I was just like, okay, you don't need to put yourself back in there. Yes, I did. I needed to go back. I needed to go back to therapy, but I was running from it. I don't know. I just was like, I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I ain't ready to sit and do this again. And, you know, I ain't ready, because I didn't really feel like I had trauma. I didn't really feel like my life needed therapy. I put myself through therapy because of situations that I had endured as an adult behind people and love and relationships. But if I had to sit back and say, like, outside of me not having the best relationship with my dad, I experienced real love growing up. Like, I got a mom that's just so amazing. My mama still to this day do whatever she can for me. Like, so because I experienced love, I always feel like, let me be the one giving love. Let me be the one pouring into everybody. Let me be the one. I got a safe place. My support system is amazing. 100%. They are amazing. So it was like, I always wanted to be everybody that I came in contact with, safe place. I always wanted people to feel the love that I had. And some people will take advantage of that. Some people they'll know. People are very good at reading people. So I did get taken advantage of a lot of times, because having a big heart, it's a blessing and a curse. And sometimes you don't always make the best decisions because you just always feel like, well, this is the right thing to do. And I didn't really understand what boundaries was for a long time. Like, it was just like, I love you, I care for you, so I'm here. The same people that I'm trying to pour so much into is making me feel less than. After a while, you get tired of being like, hold on, maybe I'm not nobody's, this ain't that. You know, if I would have just set boundaries from the beginning, none of the stuff would have been happening, or would have been easier for me to maneuver through, to get through it. So once I realized that I was sitting in depression, and once everybody around me is like, you're not okay, this, that, and the third, whatever, I just was like, I just woke up January 9th. It was like, starting tomorrow, you doing a 30-day detox. You coming up off social media. You putting that liquor down. You're not going out. You're not dating. You're not being intimate in no way with anybody. You're going to sit for 30 days and you're going to talk to God. And you're going to listen to his voice. I struggle with trying to understand when God is talking to me or when the world is talking to me. That's why I was like, come up off social media. Because I'll pray about something and then I'll see a video and I'll be thinking like, oh, that's confirmation from God. Sometimes, you know, that could be what it is. And then other times you got to understand the devil answer prayers too. So when I realized that I was listening to the world instead of God, right? I remember having a conversation with my coworker. I love him so dearly, and I feel like God placed him in my life at the right time. And I asked him, because he's a minister, I asked him, how do I know when God is talking to me? We had this amazing conversation in the van. I cried, you know, was my most vulnerable self with him. And he told me, he said, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. And he told me, pray for strength in your discernment. Just really talk to God and ask him like, God, I just need to hear your voice, nothing else. So I came up off anything that could steer me away from what God was trying to tell me, right? I got so strong with communicating with God that I started asking, reveal this to me, tell me if is this person meant to be here? Is this person lying? What's this person's intentions? What is this? What is that? What blah, blah, blah. Should I do this, God? I literally talk to God all day, every day now. I've always been big on God. I grew up in church. But it was like, you don't really start to understand your relationship with God until you have to go through situations where you have to trust God. I grew up in church, but I ain't gonna act like I understood everything that was said. I didn't start understanding God until he started working in my life. The moments where you vulnerable and you on your knees and you begging, you pleading, God, please, I need you. Help me. Get me through this. You get what I'm saying? And then you will see him work. You see him come through. And that says like, God is real. I don't care what nobody say. That man works in my life. I know that man loves me. He protects me. He keeps me on my toes. Even when I don't want the answer to something or I ain't ready for it, he give it to me because I got you. So you're going to go through this because I'm going to help you get your way up out of here. And it's going to be something that you need to experience. It's something that you need to hear. It's a teaching moment and you need to learn it. So the more I started asking, the more he started revealing. And I was crying like a baby. And I'm one of them people that I feel like I've lost some of the closest people to me that I ain't want to lose no more. I ain't want to lose nothing else. So things was, the more I learned to be about Rion and find that self-love within Rion, the harder it got for me, because things started shedding up off of me. I started knowing I had to let things and people go. But because I have a attachment issue, detachment is like so hard when it comes to somebody that I want in my world, somebody that I feel like I need, somebody that means something to me, somebody that I grew up with, somebody that's family, somebody that I never thought I would see, you know, never thought I would see life without. They could do something and be like, yeah, it's time to dish yourself, and the shit is shedding up off of me, but I'm still picking it back up. Like, nah, I ain't ready to let that go. I'm literally putting stuff back on me that God is removing up off of me. Why are you doing that? Why was I doing that? Why was I trying to hold on to the very things that was breaking me down? Why am I still trying to... I used to be like, oh, I can keep, you know, these people in my world. I'm going to just place you over here and place you over here. Everybody ain't meant to be cut off, and everybody is not meant to be cut off. You do have to set boundaries. When you start to set boundaries with people, it's easier to be like, okay. God sent you to be this in my life. You just can't be that in my life. Boundaries are so very important, and I'm learning to place those. It's hard. It's hard. I didn't think that was a problem, because I'd be like, I'm good to people. I don't be hurting nobody. I don't be doing this, that, and the third. Like, I keep my distance before I ever, like, do this to somebody. If I know I'm hurting somebody, I remove myself, or, you know, like, I'm big on that. I'm big on that. I do not like hurting people. I've been hurt so much that I do not like hurting people. When somebody hurt me, I literally be like, God, I don't want revenge. I don't want to hurt them back. I don't want them to take over my mental space. I don't want that. Like, and I used to feel like if I can't have the strength to run a God to keep me from doing anything to hurt anybody that I love and care for, why people don't got that strength for me? People are fucked up. I'm learning not to take people's decisions so personal. People's choices, because they have nothing to do with me. And I be feeling like when somebody hurt me, I pick myself apart. That's what I'm working on now. Legit picking myself apart. Like, what did I do? Why did they do that to me? Did I deserve that? Like, what the fuck? Like, God, like, is this karma for something I did that I don't know I did? Like, did I hurt somebody's feelings a week ago? So now, like, somebody had to hurt my feelings? Like, my expectations when it comes to people is just be a good person, you know? I don't ask nobody for nothing. I'm a giver. I'm not a taker. And I just be asking people to just have that same respect for me that I would have for you, you know? Like, think of me the way I would think of you. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people do not have that, like, they don't have that. Learning to be as vulnerable with myself was hard. But learning to be vulnerable with God was harder, because when I pray to him now, I'm super honest with how I feel. But I used to feel like, okay, I can't pray about this because God might think I'm a little selfish. I can't say this because God might be like, man, you ain't supposed to. Man, listen. God, you said come to you in my most vulnerable state. And this is me in my most vulnerable state. You may not agree with what it is that I'm saying, but I'm telling you, hey, I'm hurting. This is why I'm hurting. I feel like this. I feel like I'm about to do this. That may not be the best thing to do. So I'm coming to you before I go left. And I realized that the more vulnerable I became with God, the more he gave me grace. The more he just... I see God in a total different light than how I used to see him. Like, When I say my relationship with God is like, man, sometimes I pray about something, I'll be so mad, I'm praying about it, and I'm just putting it all on the table. Then when I'm done, I'll be like, whew. Then I'll be like, okay, God, so what? Maybe I was a little wrong. Maybe that was a little strong. I ain't questioning you, but I was mad, and you know my heart and you know me. So I know you ain't gonna take what I just said personal. But, this is how I feel right now. So can you help me to not feel like this tomorrow? Can you help me to wake up tomorrow and the way that I feel today don't be on my heart tomorrow? This 30 days was so crucial. Like, so crucial. It was so crucial. I cried so much. I'm still crying. But I've came a long way. Like, if you knew me a couple of months ago, bro, I was reacting to everything. I had no control over no emotion. In the last couple of situations that just happened to me, I took this shit like, all right. I was like, all right. Shit, it is what it is, man. Like, I prayed about it, like, God. And you know what's so crazy now? Is now that I've been sitting and just, like, talking to him, when I'm going through what I'm going through, or somebody do some shit to me, or something is said to me, I used to be like, God, why me? Like, what did I do? I ain't deserve that. Now it's like, I don't know what's going on, but I thank you. I thank you because you just revealed something to me. You protected me from something. So I thank you. It's now I'm starting to thank him for revealing certain things to me, because now I'm not scared to let go. I'm not scared to, I don't know how to even say it, but it's just like, I'm so ready for a change. I'm so ready to grow. I'm so ready to heal. I've been holding on to stuff for years. I'm 30 years old, so just imagine how much I've been holding on to. Imagine how much I've been holding on to. Imagine how many times I done went to God like, I ain't ready to let that go yet. I ain't ready. But now I'm ready. I'm nervous, because you never know what the future holds, and but I'm not scared. And I'm okay. And I think that's what's scaring me the most, is because I'm okay. And then, like, I thought it would be hard to, like, not be. I'm not a big drinker anyway. I'm a big wine drinker. So I didn't think coming off alcohol would have been hard for me. I thought the hardest thing for me would have been coming up off of social media. Absolutely not. I don't even crave it. And I actually think I probably would go a little longer, or not utilize it as much. Of course, I'm going to need it for my content, but I don't know. I think that I'm starting to find peace. I'm able to think now without reacting. Even when I'm having a bad day, or my emotions is just like trying to creep up on me, I'm able to say, hold on, God. Hold on, I need you right now. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care if I'm in a car, if I'm at work, if I'm at home, if I'm in a grocery store. I'm going to pray. Hey, even if it's in my head, God, I feel like my mood is changing. I don't know what's happening. That's me. I'm one of them girls. I pray all day, every day, all through the day. And, the more I just sit with myself, the more I talk to God, the clearer my head space is. I bought a book called Forgiving What I Can't Forget. And I done put that book down so many times because, like, should I do lashes or mascara? I'm going to do mascara. I really don't want to wear no lashes today. I'm trying to fall in love with my natural beauty. But Where my headspace is, the more I talk to God, the more I sit with myself. So, church is back a priority in my life. I started going to church with my friend Kayla. I started going to the gym with my friend Lily. Like I said, I'm reading this book called Forgiving What I Can't Forget. And I do put it down a lot because it can be triggering. It could be triggering having to read something and you think a memory pop up or, oh shit, somebody did this to me. And then you sitting in how you felt when that happened to you. But I gotta get through it. I journal now. I've always journaled my whole life. But now, like, I try to do a journal entry every day. I'm not going to act like this whole 30 days. I've just been super duper consistent with the gym, church, and journaling and reading because I have not. But I have done more in these 30 days with those things than I have since I realized I needed to change. I realized that since I started, not the 30 days, but since I had to sit down with the people that I love the most and they had to tell me, you need to fix it. And I was like, okay, I'm about to start this. I'm about to start journaling. I'm about to go to therapy. I'm about to da-da-da. I'm about to this. I was not consistent with none of that until this 30 days. I was consistent with no social media, no alcohol, all of that. But the discipline action of journaling and gym and church, and I wasn't so disciplined in that area. And that's why I kind of want to continue, because I want those to be areas that I'm very disciplined in. And it's okay. I'm not ashamed of it because I'm able to sit here today and be like, yeah, I was going through it. But that Rihanna in 2024 is not the Rihanna that's sitting here with you right now, February of 2025. And I'm happy about it. And the Rihanna last year would have never said, made no video to be vulnerable and telling you something, but God takes me through things so that I'm able to, God takes us through things, not just me, so that we are able to share our testimonies and let people know that God is real. God is real. Realer than real, you know? And I'm a playful girl. I think everything's funny. But I'm one of them girls that joke through my pain. But when your pain ain't funny, you gotta find another way. And I just want to thank my village, my support system, because y'all are so amazing. Y'all literally been holding my hand, rubbing my back through this whole process. And I just could not be more thankful. I just couldn't be more thankful. This to be my first video of 2025 to jumpstart my year. Because I kind of want to take y'all on this healing journey with me. I ain't going to say I'm going to be super vulnerable in front of this camera. But what I am going to be is honest. Y'all, my braids are so old. Look. One thing I'm going to do is put my big girl panties on and get through it. And I'm actually excited. I've never been so excited for something in my life the way I am right now. And I think that's why once I really decided, like, I don't know, something clicked when I woke up. You gotta change. I've really been doing what the fuck I had to do to change. Don't get me wrong, I sit in my emotions for a little bit. But once I calm down, I be like, girl, you better stop remembering who the fuck you are. You better stop forgetting who your God is. So, yeah. Oh, and I got this tattoo too. Going through my little emotions, you know. Psalms 46:5. God is within her, she shall not fall. These are just constant reminders of where I was at certain points in my life where God worked his way through, you know? So we ain't mad about it. So I'm about to start my day, y'all. I'm actually about to end this video because I'm about to start the vlog of the week. But thank you for listening to why I decided to do a 30-day detox. But I hope you guys enjoyed the journey that I'm about to be on. Okay, bye.